Actually, you know, maybe I can... Yo, alright. Landing on Sun Station, broke. Landing on Hollow's Lantern, woke. Ah, yes. Always a joy to be back in this world. Just a nice, another late night of just Outer Wilds. Nothing. Just the ultimate vibes, you know? Anyway, I have to refresh myself with the computer. I'm going to be here for like 10 minutes, remembering. 22 minutes. Is that how long each cycle is in this? That feels about right. I don't know, I've never timed it, but 22 minutes, I mean, that makes sense. Corresponding storage unit. I'd have to measure how long it is on a new cycle, but it could be 22 minutes for the sun to blow up. That might be it. Okay. So I mainly refreshed myself on everything. One thing I had the idea to try though, and this could be a very stupid idea, which would make it even better. I want to see if I can land on that thing that I see around the sun sometimes. I really want to make a dedicated effort to trying to. It might just actually be impossible, but I really want to try it. Oh god. If I don't crash into the sun first myself. Oh god. Oh That's not cutting a bit close there, but that's fine. First I have to find where this thing is. There it is. Is that the sun station? Can I lock onto that? That's gotta be the sun station. Okay, if it... Oh, I keep doing this. I keep doing this. I keep doing this. Ah, we're good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. God, how the fuck are you able to land? Are you even... Maybe you're just supposed to teleport to that or something. But... that's not gonna stop me from trying to land on it. Let me try and catch it on the other side. Oh, maybe? Oh god. Yeah, I can't say I'm not surprised. That feels very important, and I'm not sure if it's something I can get to now. I'm gonna try a couple more times, and probably just cut out every subsequent time, unless I get it. And if I don't get it, then I'm just gonna assume I have to teleport there or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep trying, because I am a fool. Oh! I mean, technically landed on it. What is that? What? Is that a star? No, it's moving. I'm going for it. Can I even get to it? I think it's getting closer. Oh god. What are you? What are you? Whoa. Hey, what are you? Hey. I know what you are, except I don't. What are you? Okay. I can't. Abort autopilot. There we go. It was autopiloting for some reason. Okay, well now I'm going the complete opposite direction. Come on. Jesus Christ, how much velocity did I have? God. There we go. Now we're getting closer. I don't want to, like, I don't want to hit it and then just have my ship get destroyed, but I guess I'm on course to do that. You know, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Oh god. How do I repair you again? There we go. There we go. Okay, it's too far. I'm gonna get in the ship again. Try to get closer. It allowed me to lock onto it. Maybe I have to interact with it. It doesn't tell me what it is either. Match velocity. No. Unbuckle. No. No, it's getting further away. That's it. Oh no, I'm getting closer. Oh god. Ow. Yeah. How do I turn on my flashlight again? Oh god. My ship is a kilometer away. No, that's not it. What is the option for... I forget the control for flashlight. Right stick in. Okay, either it doesn't seem to be doing much. Slowly. It's like a satellite or something. Take this back. No. Okay. Okay. Some kind of Nomai thing. It's got the Eye of the Universe on it. But I don't think I can interact with it at all. It's some kind of weird satellite thing. Okay. I guess I'll just not question that. Let's hope I can get back to my ship then. Oh god. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good, we're good. Ship just tried to kill me, but we're fine. Let's not make that same mistake. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. I'm almost out of fuel. And here we go. Back into the ship. Nice and gentle like. Oh, thank God. That was kind of a disaster, but we're fine. Wow, I got way out of the solar system. Safe to say I'm not landing on the sun station. So I guess we'll just do something else then. Go to another planet. Not sure what though. I want to visit the Ember Twins again, but I'll have to do that early in the cycle. It's a bit too late for that. God. How many kilometers away from the sun am I? Holy shit. It's fine, maybe. Just, oh yeah, the planets are coming back into view, I think. Right? Yeah. We're good. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the, Ember Twins, then. Let's play with the black hole toys a little bit. They're toys, right? Yeah. 'Cause I think there's more to that. So we're just gonna head there and ignore the very tempting sun station. Just focus on our goal. Okay, so I'm kind of just exploring the surface and going where I haven't before. This is another projector pool, although I don't think I can use that. Might as well refuel while I'm here. There we go. So is this the northern? Is the red one the northern? I think maybe? Yesn't? I don't know. Let's go down and see, I guess. Although I think it's already full of sand. Yeah. So we can't really do much here. Well, know what to do next cycle. I also want to go back to Brittle Hollow, because it's been quite a while since I've been back there. Maybe I could find something new there. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I don't think I've been here. I guess this is a map of the solar system? This planet sometimes, and only sometimes, has a moon. This is also of note, as it disappears when no one is watching it. Isn't that a fascinating orbital characteristic? This is my first time encountering a natural satellite with the ability to vanish when not being watched. We should study it, or even better, we should travel there. I agree, but our first step would be determining a method to track a phantom moon so we can always know where it is. Given its reluctance to move while consciously observed, it might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. I found your note, Mallory. I kindly count me among this moon's admirers. What's happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does this moon appear around Brittle Hollow, I can confirm it sometimes orbits Timber Earth as well. I feel like I've read these, but oh, there's a scroll. And this? Church research is no property of Churt. Clearly the Nomai were making astronomical observations here. They chose an excellent spot. What's this big rotating device for? What was the Nomai observing? I posit there's something special about the orange symbol on that device. How in the new astronaut translator tool would be handy. I don't know. Alright, well, this is a nice scroll. Sure, why not? Just leave that there. There we go. Alright. The quantum moon locator is functioning. We have markers of each of the places the moon goes. Anona, Burr, and I just observed the quantum moon in orbit around Dark Bramble. I added a marker for Dark Bramble. I thought the locator now counted for all the phantom moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device? It's also possible that there exists a sixth place in this star system in which the phantom moon travels. You have keen eyes, my friend, so this moon travels to a total of 5 locations, not 4. Yeah. Okay, well, it says ship log update, so I definitely haven't read that before. Okay. I'm not sure if I can interact with these. Maybe... Oh, yeah, they are perfectly aligned. Spinning fast. What is this aligned to? Wait, I just realized. Oh, is it the moon? Maybe. That could be it. How was it spinning super fast then before? Wait, then where's... What the fuck? What the hell is this thing doing? Oh, is this for the quantum moon? It is. Because when I look away, then it chooses a new location. Huh. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's cool then. I'm not sure what the use for that would be. I'm sure it'll make itself known eventually. I guess I'll go to another planet then for now. Actually, I'll stick around here for a bit and explore. See if there's anything else. Does the comet always fly that close? I mean, I guess. I never... That feels weird. But I wouldn't know. Have I been in here before? I'm not sure. I went to the other twin. Oh, this is... Okay, that's a black hole. I saw something like that earlier in the other one, which I guess would make sense. Weirdly, doesn't seem to be much in here, except for the trees, which I guess, sure, why not? I know I've been around here too, but I'd like to revisit everything to make sure I've seen all that's important. Oh, like this. Here's our first delivery. Yarrow 1 warp core, fresh from Black Hole Forge. Root is installing the core sibling on Brittle Hollow as we write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the forge and the unfinished work there is calling. I will return with more materials soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what your poke found in the Whitehole Station and started this project. Could I visit and learn more? I recommend you do. The Whitehole Station is the model for the towers being built on the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the Whitehole Station with you, Clary. Yarrow, stop using the scroll on the wall to flirt with my sister. Oh, I think, yeah, I do remember that. I think I have heard this. Your density rivals Neuron Star. Go meet her in the Whitehole Station. You explain our findings. Yeah, I feel like maybe I have read that. I don't know. I forget what I have and haven't read. What the hell are these? It's like suits? What? Okay, that's really weird. They have the 3 eyes, which is like the Nomai thing. And they obviously look like Nomai tech, so I guess these like space suits? That's really weird. Huh. Alright. Well, I can't interact with them, so... Whatever. Let's just keep going around. What about this? So much time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea? E-Die progressing with the Sun Station plans. Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Pi, you know I don't find that funny. How curious, Rami. I think it goes against... I think it's a gas. Rami thinks I'm a gas. My god. And I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation. Yeah, I don't know what state of matter you are has to do with this. Oh my fucking god, I can't read. I don't recall supporting this Sun Station construction, but here we are. Hypothesis: time spent away from the station would be beneficial to both of you. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. That at least we can agree on. Holy fucking shit. I lost all literacy. Okay. Oh, I think we're getting close to annihilation. That's fine, that's fine. And yeah, I don't think I can make it through this forest of cacti. Yeah. I can... Ooh. Oh. Interesting. There's a little bit of text in there. I Yeah, I can't open this from the outside. So how are you supposed to get in there then? Oh, Jesus Christ. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah, I don't know how I would get in there. That's fine. Without just destroying my suit. Is it stupid to try and fly through that? Yeah. Maybe that's why I should do it. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, you know, I've done worse. Okay, you know what? Okay, I don't really have anything to say about that. Yeah, that was just really stupid. It's fine. We're about to... Sun's about to explode anyway. It's whatever. It's just pretend that never happened. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, we're back here. I think I got here relatively early. Turn on all the lights. Some oxygen back. Yeah, we already read this. Okay. Time is of the essence right now. Okay. There's gotta be something else here then. There's like that random cable. Not sure what that's all about. Stepping stone cave. I like the music. Energy lab. Eye shrine. I don't remember that. What was in the stepping stone area? I don't want to go too far, but I don't remember what this was. What the fuck? I don't like those. Okay. That's just kind of weird. Huh. Maybe there's something else? Oh, well, let's see where this goes. Huh. I remember this. Yeah, I remember reading that. Okay, that just what the fuck was that? That was so weird. Alright, whatever. Maybe there was something else in there I missed. Probably. It wouldn't be there if there was nothing there. Music is less comforting now. Yeah, that's the same as that. Yeah, this is where I came in from. Okay. Sand is rising. Kind of, running out of time. Oh god. What's over here? Alright, cool. Cool elevator, dude. Yeah, it's the fossil overlook. Ooh. Not sure where that elevator goes. Take a look around first. There's something in there. Oh, there's a scroll. Okay, well, I don't know how I'd get in there, as usual. That's just this entire game, isn't it? That place looks cool. I don't know how to get in there. Fucking great. I don't think I was supposed to do that. God, this game is so stressful. Okay, sure. I guess, yeah, we'll go up the random elevator. I'm concerningly low on fuel as well. That'll be fine, right? No, it won't. Okay, well, what's over here then? There's gotta be something. Oh god, ghost matter. Gotta be something else important that I missed around here. I don't know why everyone says the item's important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me lots of no-mind died when our clan came here. What if the eye wanted that to happen? What if the eye isn't something good? It probably... yesn't? I don't know. It's a good question. Is it alive? Who knows? Where's... Can I step there? Is that safe? I'm gonna assume it is. Oh god, there's 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Actually, no, there's some plants nearby. I should be good. 3 minutes is a lot of time. More than enough. God, I hope. What the, oh, Jesus Christ, all the ghost matter. My god. So I don't think I can go there then. God, you can't go anywhere in this game. Jesus Christ. At least get some oxygen. I'm gonna die to having no fuel. I guess go to the gravity cannon. Yeah, sure, why not? I think that leads to the surface. Yeah, this leads to the surface. Oh great, more places to use my fuel. That went very smoothly, actually. Okay, my ship is all the way on the other side there. Hope I can make it on this fuel. Okay, we're fine, yeah. We'll be good. Okay, well, I achieved nothing, which is great. You know, I'm just gonna meditate until the next loop and then try that again, because I feel like there is really something there that I'm missing. Okay, so yeah, I do have to reroute the energy from the Sunless City, but how? That's the question. What the hell is this? Did I... Was that literally all I had to do to reroute the energy? I think it might have been. Yeah. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Oh. I could have saved all this time if I had just seen that. Oh my god. Alright. Well, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. Can it go in? No. So can I, like, mix and match them now? Because that wouldn't work before. It doesn't seem like it. White one. No. Doesn't seem like it. There's the empty ones. I don't know if these mean anything. I'm not gonna get interrupted by sand, am I? I should be fine. I mean, that's the whole reason that they closed that door, so. Yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah, I would have already, I already read all this last time. Okay, yeah, just want to make sure. If I miss something, then I'll have to come all the way back here again. Although now that I know actually how to get here consistently, it's not that bad. Is yeah, on the Whitehall station. How did I get there again? I forgot everything. Yeah. All this. Okay, yeah. There's gotta be something else I can do here, though. Let me fiddle with this a bit more. Okay, yeah. I played around with that a bit and looked to make sure there wasn't anything else, but it seems like I've seen everything there is to do there. God, I hope so. If I have to go back there again, because I missed something, I'm gonna be annoyed. It's whatever, though. I'm not sure where to go next. I'll take a look at the terminal and go from there. Okay, I'm gonna try and go to the Whitehall station again. Basically meaning I'm just gonna dive headfirst into the black hole on Brittle Hollow. Here I go, straight for it. No, no holding back, just straight for it. Full speed into the black hole. Here we go. About sure, why not? You know, get in there. I don't even know if I'll find anything useful there. Seems like a cool place, probably. At least I'm pretty sure that's how I got there last time. Alright, just find an entrance. This should be good. And then we just carefully, and then full speed ahead. And there we go. We're here. Get steady. I don't know if I can land anywhere. Oh, wait, maybe here. Although it's literally zero gravity. I can't even land on this thing. I'm certainly gonna try though. Can't stop me. There we go. Yeah, you know what? Sure, that's good. Oh shit! Forgot to. Alright, run it back. Alright, here we go. Yeah. So fucking stupid. And nice. Here we go. Yeah, just have the ship right there on top of the observatory. That's probably fine, right? I already read this, right? Yeah. Specific. Okay. So every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower's aligned. It must be seen on a platform. Okay. So, what's this? Projections. I feel like I'm just going in circles, man. Probably because I am. I already forget what this does. I'm scared. Oh, right, yeah, this is the direction that it's turning. Not sure what this projection stone is good for, but I'm just gonna keep holding on to it. So I have to go to Brittle Hollow from this. I can't go to another planet. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Or the... Fuck? Where am I? Oh wait, yeah, this is Brittle Hollow. My bad. Yeah, this just didn't look like it. It's annoying to schlep across the planet to the ship and use my jetpacks. I'm leaving this here. Check a little scout. I do too use it, Hornfellows, you burnt marshmallow. In the scout's integrity is reading this piece of Brittle Hollow stables any, but who knows. If the fuel's still around, feel free to use it. If not, wherever you're reading this, no, I'm sure you've got bigger problems. Alright. I'm just gonna keep holding this, Okay, so this... Yeah, this just takes me back then. Alright, okay, well, now I want back. Maybe I can take this projection stone somewhere on Brittle Hollow? I was very confused of where it was, because I just hadn't been there in a while, and I forgot that it's snowy. Not sure why it's snowy, considering the lack of atmosphere, but whatever. Well, there's some, but lack of clouds, I guess. Yeah. All normal stuff. I'd like to find a projection pool to use this. What was this? Hanging City, yeah. Any projection pools? Any at all? Oh, I thought this was a map. Oh, that's a drawing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this is all... I already read this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, actually? Rami and I reviewed the records you sent Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the Whitehole station. I understand this is exceedingly odd, but clearly I have tested and retested the equipment, and the same every time someone warps. Intervals incredibly small. Have I read this? Okay, yeah, I think this is all stuff we know anyway. Yeah. Okay. What's this here? Where will this put me? Oh, this place. Yeah, that's... we know. Alright, well, we'll just leave that here then if that's what it's for. Okay, well, I guess while we're here, might as well explore around a bit, you know? It's really hard for me to tell what I have and haven't read. Phantom Moon. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, how much text is there? Jesus Christ, stop talking! Wait, wait, did I not read that? This is all... Okay. It's all stuff I know anyway. Well, I don't remember this area very well. Hmm. Well, either way, it's good to just explore even if I have already. Good to get a refresher since it's been a while. Okay, well, maybe you shouldn't go that fast. I guess we'll head into the city part. Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, this is where I was. Okay, that's fine. I'll get a refill while I'm here, though. Okay, let's head into the inside area now. Because why not? What is this? I don't remember this. School district, Meltwater district, Ice Shrine district, Black Hole Fort. What? Ship log updated. Wait, so that's Meltwater? This is bizarre. Huh. Have I just never been here? I just missed this the entire time? What the hell? This is a lot. How could I have just missed this? I guess I did. This is the Hanging City then? Shit, okay. Got good music here. Actually, nah. Oh, more beautiful text. Oh god, okay, no. Momentary panic, we're good. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. We know this is... What we know is this. The source is the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Things will stop exploding. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is much older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it's a cosmic library. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it's a relic from a previous universe. Ooh. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed, made in heaven. Suppose the universe is older than the previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The eye's signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't know yet. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? From the signal, we were able to determine the eye's approximate age or its lack of age. Interesting. I'm surprised I just missed all this. Seems like pretty important stuff. This looks like something I could scan, but I guess not. Just gotta stretch. Okay. Alright, well, let's take a quick look around some more. Surely, there's quite a bit more to scan still. Like this. I no longer believe as I... Sorry. As I did as a child on the Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. The terrible circumstances of our arrival were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining that we are special to the eye in some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it may not have been calling out at all, and that maybe our ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great, or maybe Or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye signal holds no great deep meaning. My God, this would not be so bad, I think. Not as bad as my reading comprehension. Okay. Oh, that just pushes off. Oh, he's like lunch boxes for Nomai or some shit. Hopefully I don't run out of fuel. I should be fine though. It's still plenty. There's a lot of... What even killed the Nomai? Do we know? Good question. I don't think I missed anything. Can't hurt to double check though. Yeah, that should be all of it. I didn't want to go in this hole earlier. Oh. I imagine it must have been hard on Poke again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking. Although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, I suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. Alright, not sure how that relates to the grander scheme of everything that happened, but sure, I guess why not. Alright, Jesus Christ. Well, there's a lot more here. Hopefully the sun doesn't fucking explode while I'm still exploring. Is this path clear? Yesn't? No. Maybe further down? Oh god. Okay, yeah, those are the signs I read earlier. Are these the same? Yeah. Black Hole Forge. That sounds interesting. And a little scary. Oh, is this path? Oh. How the hell is this thing still up, man? This place is constantly crumbling. Sun's getting pretty red. Oh god. Oh, there it is. What? It's like I was being pulled towards it. Weird. Alright, well, just ignore that then. Oh, just random tree? Alright, cool. Fucking hell with the ghost matter. Where? Is it below me? Yeah. I think so. Watch as I just run into some right now. Ooh. And a scroll. 2 in 1. Oh, this is the weird scribbly kind. Explanation of festivals. Oh wait, this is a classroom. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. Oh, so they're spread out across the whole universe. Cool. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all Nomai get to advance too, like Aonia's warp core, which has made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival as a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. Lieutenant Thatcher Davis. A single festival could last a long, long time. Neat. Formation of the universe. Wow, that's a step up in lectures, but sure. No one knows this universe was. No one knows how this universe was made, but sure, you okay? Goddamn. But one thing we do know is that everything used to be very hot and dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will one day keep getting colder and larger, until one day all stars in the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though, it tells me that won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. You're telling me this crazy advanced species of Nomai, who's just absolute technology gods, never figured out computers? Or like, there's no way that a civilization like this wouldn't have developed some sort of computer that could store intelligence, like that you could just, a computer you could just put your brain into. Like, I can't be alone on thinking that, right? Surely they would have developed something like that by this point. That's something I always see, like, or I always think about when I see, like, sci-fi series. They're, like, crazy advanced into the future. Like, how have they not developed the technology to put somebody's brain in a computer? Or a robot or something? I don't know. Like, I remember I was watching Star Wars, like, I think it was the prequels with my brother while we were on vacation recently, just because I had never actually watched them. And first off, my god, those certainly are movies. But also, I brought that up, like, how would they not have developed the technology to put people's brains into computers and just have them exist digitally? And realistically, yeah, they probably would have, if that is possible technology. But when it was written, that sort of idea wasn't really a thing. George Lucas didn't know. So I guess that's why. So it gets past that. Who the hell is texting me? Yeah, okay, I'll eat later, Dad. Okay. Oh shit. You gotta eat, yeah. Not now, Mom. Wait, where is this? Whatever. I'm here. Oh, that sounds awesome. I want to be there. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I'm scared of that. Does it have an instruction booklet, or... Okay, that's very interesting. There's a lot to explore here, and I'm not going to be able to do it before the sun supernovas, I don't think. Water? It's interesting. The Ashram project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Okay, put this in... Well, it's just going to say the same thing. Yeah. These don't have scrolls. Well, here's a scroll. Okay, let's put this one back where it belongs. What the fuck was that? I just got launched. What? Alright. Why not? Sure, just accept it. Solution 2. We could craft an advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate a basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and the others now believe might be possible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. Our greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have any design for a powerful core or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Aeolia, who created the original design, in our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was originally created before my time, but Aeolia has explained his designs to me. Something about this game just strips my ability to read, and I don't know what it is. Here we go. I don't know how much more time I have left, so I'm going to permanently assume I have very little left, so... Solution 1, we could retrieve the warp core from the... I thought this is like the same thing. This would require... Wait, so we retrieve the warp core from the vessel. Oh, it's not. So... oh, okay, gotcha. This will require return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. Yeah, but a fucking fish. My mentor Coleus and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. Please tell me how. Please. Okay. I remember that God. my throat. Excuse me. I remember the anglerfish fossil we used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children. What Mellorai and I use from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Okay, maybe we should go back to the anglerfish fossil then. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, I recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There's no guaranteed reward for the risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was no time for asses. Little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we are able to transport it back there. I read assesses asses. Cool. It is 10:30 p.m. You'd think it's like 3 a.m. and I'm tired of shit recording it. No, it's like 10 p.m. I feel strange, trying to recreate Aonu's warp core without him. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care, and not his. Hypothesis: this will always feel strange, even though my time with him was short. I'll miss my old mentor, and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but if my excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities, or assessment, was I wrong in volunteering to build it? As I was born in this star system, I never saw Anona's, I don't know why it's literally just Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Chill. Still, all I can do is my best, and as Anona would say, fucking hell, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what is needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Good logic there, Poke. That sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't. So I agree. Oh, convenient. Oh god, where am I going? This could be taking me anywhere. I'd like to get to the Black Hole Forge. Hopefully I don't run out of fuel either. Hey, yo, chill. There's water on the surface of this place? Alright. Weird. There we go. Okay, yeah, I am a bit concerned about fuel now. Okay, I was boosting up, thank you. Yeah, how the fuck do I get there? Because I can't go on this for that long because it's broken up there. Maybe... No. Music reminds me of Subnautica a bit. Because it is a gravity, like, pad thing up there, so I can't just walk up there. Just have to figure out how I would get up there. Maybe I could ride the Black Hole Forge? Oh, is this another one of my great ideas? Oh, please. That'd be fantastic. Show off another one of my cool tricks. There we go. Oh yeah, I can definitely get on that in time, I think. Oh, yes, this is gonna be brilliant. Alright, it's all the way down. And... Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Shit, shit. No, I don't think there's a way to get on that in time. Maybe if you do it, like, frame perfect, but... Oh no, my time has come. Alright, well, it's not hard to get back here, so I'll do that. Yeah, come fucking destroy me. Who cares? Wow, Britty sun. Am I okay? Am I having a stroke? Shit, dude. Okay, so... That's definitely, like, at least 20-minute cycle. Like, once again, I literally have a timer of how long I've been recording. I could literally just look at that to figure out how long each cycle is, but no. My pea brain is too stupid to do that. Okay. Well, maybe I'll try using intelligence and try and remember. But that feels... If you told me that was 22 minutes, I'd believe you. God. Hollow's Lantern looking pretty appealing to land on again. No, gotta go back to the Hanging City. Gotta ignore the temptation to... I spent like the first 20 minutes of this recording just trying to land on the sun station. I've trained myself to see glowy object and want to fly into it. But I'm better than that now. I'm better than that. Maybe. Not until I try landing on the sun station again. But that's another story for probably next episode. Now, we're just gonna try and get to the Black Hole Forge, because that seems like a cool place to be. And it is very easy to get here. Okay, so we're back. I could probably just fly over to that. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay, so this is the school. Yeah, I don't want to land on that. I don't want to try landing in the black hole forge and end up in the black hole. Even then, that wouldn't be that big of a deal because I could just warp back, but I'd rather not. Part of me keeps expecting this to be like some kind of fucking Metroidvania, and I'm like, oh, when do I get the ability to go past ghost matter? When do I get the ability to cut cacti? something tells me that that's not this kind of game, you know? God, I love Metroidvanias though. I've never finished Hollow Knight though. I started it, and I liked it, but I just never got around to finishing it. Maybe I will. I mean, I definitely will, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make some videos out of it. Not sure, although I've heard that game's kind of long. And from what I've played, it is long. Seems like fun. Who knows? Okay. So now back to the issue of how the hell do I get up there? Let me think this out a bit, and I'll come back when I've maybe thought of something. You know, is this really gonna work? Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. That is... Ah, we're good. That was so close to working. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. That was so close to working. That... Jesus Christ, just got absorbed. That has to work. All I have to do is get high enough to latch on to the gravity thing. Maybe if I... Well, first I should bring up the black hole station. That's definitely the first thing I should do. Okay. And... Alright, go, 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 go. Come on. Ah. There's no... Even if you are able to do that, that's definitely not the intended way, so I don't want to do it like that. I also got to remember to go back to the anglerfish to study its fossils and somehow find a way to get rid of it like that. I don't know. I'm just... The idea of going back to Brittle Hollow, it's not exactly appealing. But I know we'll have to at some point. So could I just... Is this actually working? Oh god. Okay, that almost was a catastrophe. This does not feel intended. Should I... Whatever. If this isn't intended, then sorry, but it worked out, okay? What can I say? Coal Forge. What's in here? God, that is disorienting. Exit to surface. Well, I don't want to exit to surface. Okay, so yeah, the ways on both sides are just completely crumbled. Kinda. Alright. So I guess we just follow the path. Follow the path? There's something this game does to me, man. Something that just destroys my ability to speak. Okay, that's gonna warp. Is that gonna warp me? I don't know, so I'm not gonna take that chance. I'll come back here. I'll come back there once I'm done with the Black Hole Forge. Even though if it does warp me, I'm pretty sure I could just warp back. I'd rather not take that risk. Projection stone and projection pool. Okay. Be cautious near the boarding area while Black Hole Forge is in operation. Oh God. Swallowed my own spit. Whoa. This feels very important. Alright, kind of narcissistic, but pretty cool. We build statues of ourselves all the time. Then again, we don't... On spaceships, we don't have a massive fucking, like... massive bust of Neil Armstrong. Like... Where am I taking this first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All of the cores... All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ashwin, so black hole cores will go there. My gratitude. In that case, Poke Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ashwin to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed in different locations, so those deliveries will be greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower receives the high energy lab. The tower designs in the high energy lab on the Ember Twin reveal each location. Ask Yarrow, he's familiar with them. Keep seeing things fly by. I guess they're just rocks crumbling. Regarding the warp towers in Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of each astral body of the astral body of which it is tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai. Okay. But if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, the tower may no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact, it only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine the window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. What is this for? God, that is intimidating, just seeing it right in front of the black hole. Alright. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely one of the warp towers in Ashwin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that the warp tower always aligns with the center of his corresponding astral body? That is an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall it was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely didn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together to function as a single astral body with shared alignment point between them. Wait, so... I was kind of just reading and not comprehending. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Ship log will tell me anything I didn't understand. It's fine. Okay, is there anything else here? Doesn't seem like it. What is this thing being aligned to? Oh wait, I almost missed this. Huh. I don't know what that's for. It's not a planet or anything. Hmm. Weird. Okay, well, got this, which is nice. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. Okay. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here is working on the Ash Twin project. Excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. Why is this one orange? No, it isn't. Is everything well? Oh, this is the ones that are written on the Ash Twin. Okay, gotcha. Is everything well with the forge? Core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core's finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design is beautifully clever. Uh-huh. This is on Ash Twin, you say? Interesting. Not sure what to make of this, other than taking a screenshot for the thumbnail. Actually, no, that one's better. Okay. Yeah, sure. Ash Twin, yep. Definitely know where that is. Okay. I guess we'll step on that platform now and see where that goes. If it goes anywhere, I don't know. Yeah, that seems important, but don't know why. Okay, yeah, this doesn't take you anywhere. Or maybe is this what that alignment thing was for? In the Black Hole Forge? I don't know. I don't know. You just stand here in case? Although I don't think... Yeah, no. That's definitely not it. Maybe if I move the position of the Black Hole Forge, and then I'm able to land on it when it's in the downward position. Maybe I could get something from that. This is the exit to surface. Yeah, sure. City. Oh, yeah, okay. I might as well refuel and stuff while we're here. Oh, yeah, we still have to figure out what that is. Around Giant's Deep, those, like, satellites or whatever. Oh, here it is. Shoop. Okay. Just a little... Here it is. Remember parking right next to it. Yeah, so let's try doing the thing and putting the Black Hole Forge in the other position, then landing on it. And if that doesn't work, probably just head somewhere else. There we go. Alright. I don't even know if I will be able to land on it. Oh, is it like closed or something when it's in that position? That could be. Well, let's find out. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can enter when it's like this. And there's no position to control it inside. And I appear to have only one option here. Yeah, sure. Is it a weird looking rock? Oh, are these parts of Brittle Hollow? Huh. Oh, that's cool. I never even thought about that. Wait, can I, like, explore around here? Although I can't imagine there'd be, like, much. Yeah, there wouldn't be anything new. Just random parts of Brittle Hollow that got sucked in. I was wondering what was happening to them. It makes sense. Okay, well, we gotta head to the fucking thing. Oh god, where am I? Where's the station? Did he? No. Oh god, this is bad. Where's the thing? Fuck. Oh, there it is. I think. God, I hope so. And... okay, we're running low on a lot of fuel. Slow down. Okay. Yeah, I'm working on it. In there, in there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And there we go. Catastrophe mostly averted. Okay. So there's nothing new to see on here. This is all the same old, same old. Just gotta set this to rotate. And stare. Right? I don't have to look at it, right? It'll just take me. Yeah. Alright, I need to get to my ship really badly. Use oxygen to get there like a Chad. Oh yeah, you can even see the white hole area over there. Neat. Okay, well I think that's most of it, or like mostly everything in there. In the Hanging City, rather. Let's take a look. Okay. Advanced warp codes approved. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of the corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit to the relevant astral body. The hourglass stones are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point between them. All of the warp points were being constructed on Ashwin, while 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. The No Mind named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ashwin project. Oh yeah, it's a rare thing. A diagram depicting an alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact, however they need to be within 5 degrees. The result of this results in slightly longer warp windows or so sorry. 7 or 5 okay. A warp tower in its astral body, so it doesn't specify which. Yeah, this is all... okay, yeah, this is all stuff we know. Orca broke and crashed in Dark Bramble. Now I learned how to evade the anglerfish theoretically through studying anglerfish fossil at Emerald Twin. I guess we'll do that then. We're going long today. I think that's everything. Yeah. We'll go investigate the... we'll have to meditate until next loop, because the whole sand thing. Yeah, we'll go look at the fossil, and that'll be the last thing we do, probably. I don't know how long this video is. It's either normal length or shorter or longer than usual, as most videos are. Because there's a lot near the beginning that I had to cut out, so I've decided to go like an extra hour in recording. This is either longer or shorter than usual. Probably. Maybe it's normal. Maybe I'm just rambling myself like an idiot. It's probably that one. Right. We're just gonna make a mad dash for the anglerfish, and that'll be that. Put on the suit first. I've learned that now. Okay, I'll see you when I get to the anglerfish. I think it was... It is above this area, so... Should probably be looking upwards. Here, maybe? Ooh, yeah. Oh, come on. No. Oh, come on. That's so doable. There we go. Fucking hell. I hate this so much. Whoever was it, when we ended last time is the angler. Whoever was it when we ended the last time is the angler. Fucking hell. Rule change. The anglerfish now has to wear the blindfold and do not peek. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Ompai says the real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands they're blind. Huh. Well, it's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us still wear it for scientific accuracy and make the game more even. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says go, the little fish sneak across to the other side. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish. The old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold. Becomes a little fish. So it's blind. Not sure how to use that. I mean, other than just don't get close to it? I don't know. Wait, why does it have fucking eyes then? Okay, I'm running out of oxygen here, so I gotta be careful. Anglerfish diet. Okay, now the adults are fucking talking. Great, cool. Visually, the specimen appears to be the same species as the anglerfish and dark bramble. We don't believe it originated from this planet. The anglerfish digestive tracts suggest death by starvation. An update, Millerai, while I was here making sketches of the anglerfish, I observed the children I saw earlier playing here again. They decided to add a rule to their game that incorporates our research. It's wonderful. I'm entirely delighted. It's never too early to appreciate biology. The long growth protruding from its head is bioluminescent. Perhaps it uses to attract prey as a lure? Alright, well that didn't supply with as much information as I expected. Well, all I really know now is that they're blind. But I don't know how to use that to my advantage. Like... Let's see what the ship log says. Ow. And if there's more to explore. Okay. Children. Okay. Well, first, before I forget, that's making me anxious. One player was the anglerfish, and wore blindfold. The rest of the children lined up against the wall. When the anglerfish said go, the sneak across. Because the real fish are blind. Incorporate their research into their game's rules. So, I don't, just be real quiet, I guess? Just go slowly? Because, yeah, they're blind, but how do they realize where I am, then, in that case? Like, what is their method of seeing who and where I am? Interesting questions that I'll get to later, because it's, I've been recording for a very long time. Yeah, so, that was fun. I accomplished a lot in the end. Well, I accomplished something near the end, but for like the first hour or so, it was just no progress at all. So I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be. But yeah, it was fun. That's pretty much it though. So, see you guys next time. Bye now.